Hi everyone, my name is Cameron Gajewski, and today I'll be doing a deep dive into an article from my management article report. The article is called Leading the Global World, 4 Lessons for Boundaryless Leaders. The article was written by Vipals Rantanji, and the article was published in April of 2025. I chose this article because it connects really well with the management topics we've gone through so far, especially things like leadership, emotional intelligence, and global management. The article looks at how leadership is changing because businesses today are way more global and way more digital than they used to be. Rantanji argues that the old school top-down style leadership doesn't really work anymore, especially with remote work, international teams, and a fast-changing world. He introduces the idea of a boundaryless leader. That basically means a leader who isn't limited by traditional structures, strict rules, or one fixed leadership style. Instead, they focus on people, communication, adapting in different cultures and situations. One point the author repeats a lot is that leadership today is more about relationships than authority. Leaders have to understand what motivates people, build trust across distance, and stay flexible, because things in the global business world change fast. So the article breaks down 4 big lessons for leaders. The first lesson is leading across cultures. When you're working with people from different countries or backgrounds, you can't just assume everybody communicates or works the same way. Leaders have to learn how to adjust their communication style so everyone feels understood and respected. The second lesson is using technology the right way. With hybrid and remote work, technology isn't just for doing tasks, it's how leaders stay connected with their team, build relationships, and keep everyone on the same page. The third lesson is focusing on collaboration instead of a hierarchy. A boundaryless leader encourages new ideas and lets the team take more ownership. Instead of trying to control everything from the top, empowerment and trust are huge in today's workplace. And the fourth and final lesson is being flexible and ready for change. The global business world can change fast. Whether that's technology, markets, or even time zones, leaders who can adapt quickly are the ones who keep their team steady during the change. These lessons line up almost perfectly with what we've studied so far during this course. The article's entire idea of leading across cultures matches with Chapter 4. Cultural intelligence helps leaders understand differences in communication, values, and expectations. The textbook talks about how managers need to adapt based on who they're leading, which is exactly what Rantanji is saying. All right, Chapter 14, Leadership and Emotional Intelligence. In the article, Rantanji talks about trust, empathy, and understanding your team. That connects to emotional intelligence, being aware of your own emotions and the emotions of others. With remote teams, leaders often have to rely on subtle cues or online communication, which makes emotional intelligence that much more important. In Chapter 8, about boundaryless organizations, the idea of a boundaryless leader basically comes from this concept. These organizations break away from rigid hierarchy and focus on collaboration, flexibility, and using technology to connect people across locations. The article shows how leaders in these environments succeed by being adaptable and collaborative. So overall, this article gives a really clear picture of organizations today. Leaders have to balance cultural awareness, emotional intelligence, and adaptability. It's not just about being in charge, it's about understanding people. Communicating well, creating a good work environment where teams can share ideas and stay connected are especially important when they're spread across the world. Rantanji's article fits really well with our textbook, and it shows how concepts we've been learning apply in real companies today. For me, the biggest takeaway from this project is that leadership is now much more about teamwork and flexibility than it used to be. And that's my presentation. Thank you.